understand. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars someday when I'm awfully low. Today, I'm going to teach you how to play almost every song, at least the basic ones, with just 2 notes. So you can play these 2 notes over any chord, and it'll actually sound nice. So the 2 notes that I'm talking about are the 5th and the 1st note of the scale. So let's say I'm playing C major. Obviously you can do this in any key, but for the purpose of simplicity, we're going to do C major here. So C major looks like this. It's all of the white keys. I'm going to focus your attention on the 5th and the 1st notes of the scale, so in this case the G and the C. So the reason why this works is because these 2 notes will actually fall into most of the chords that you will find in any song. Say you're playing a song in C major, the chords that you'll probably encounter are as follows. So first we have the 1 chord. The 1 chord starts on the 1st note of the scale, so in this case it's a C, and it's a major chord. So if I was to play the G and the C here, I would be playing the 5th and the 1st notes of the 1 chord. Very common, probably the most common chord you'll find in any song. Then there's also the 2 chords, so in this case it's D minor. If I play the G and the C here on the 2 chord, it'll sound like this. This is actually a minor 7 sus4 chord. Sounds pretty nice, although not as common as the 1 chord. Then we have the 3 chord, which is the E minor. And in this case, actually, it doesn't really work. It might work in some cases, but if I play the G and the C, I'll actually be playing the minor 3rd and the minor 6th. So the reason why this one actually doesn't really work is because I'm playing the minor 6th, and the minor 6th isn't very common at all. Next, this one sort of doesn't really belong, but I include it anyways. It's the major 3 chord, so in this case the E major. So this one's really nice because actually the G and the C becomes my sharp 9 and sharp 5. Obviously, in order to do that, also I'm talking in jazz lingo, but in order to do that, you actually have to play the minor 7 as well. So, really jazzy chord, pretty common too. Actually, usually you only play the sharp 9, but you play both. And it's really jazzy, so you'll see that a lot in a lot of jazz songs. Next we have the 4 chord, which is the major, so the F major. In this case the G and the C are the 2nd and the 5th, so 2nd and 5th notes of the F major chord. And this one's very common as well. It's actually, I'm playing a sus2, F sus2. Next we have the 5 chord, which is a G major. In this case, my G and the C are the 1st and the 4th notes in the G major chord. So this is actually a G sus chord. Also very common, known as the Jesus chord. Then we have the 6th chord, so in this case the A minor. So if I play the G and the C, it sounds like this. Very, very common. This is the A minor 7 chord. Sounds very nice. And then lastly, we have the 7 chord, which is actually the B minor 7 flat 5. Unfortunately, actually this time it doesn't work if I play the G and the C. It just ruins the chord if I play that. So we do have an exception here, but you won't see this chord very often unless you're into jazz. So there you have it. I can play the 5 and the 1 on the 1 chord, the 2 chord, not the 3, but the major 3, the 4, the 5th, 6th, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So to demonstrate, I'm gonna play a bunch of different songs. And what I'm gonna do is, with my right hand, I'm only going to play the 5th and the 1st notes of whatever key the scale is in. So if it's in C, then I'll play the G and the C. If it's in, let's say, E major, then I'll play the B and the E, right? And so forth. And then for my left hands, I'm only going to play 1 note, which is whatever the chord is. So if it's an A minor, then I'm going to play the A. Right? If it's if it's a D major, I'm only going to play the D. Right? So that's all I'm going to do. Oh, and actually, as the songs go by, I'm actually going to start doing a bit more with my left hands. It's actually kind of boring to only play 1 note with my left hands. So I'll increase the complexity as the clips go by. But my right hand will still only be playing, well, 2 notes. Hold on your rope, got me 10 feet off the ground. Hear what you say, but I just can't make a sound. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter will call my name. Hold your breath, because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind, we're a boy. I think I would understand. My heart is in a vanish. There's something about his manners I've entered. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Who alone could save themselves? Their own soul could heal. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world's cold, there is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. So to summarize, you can play the 5 and the 1 over pretty much any chord that you encounter, namely the 1 chord, 2 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, and also if you're into jazz, the major 3 chord. So that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see you next time.